Hey guys, it's me, Coach Kelly here. So today we're going to talk about how you can bring in business, so new customers into your studio using your Facebook business page. So this is my fourth way out of my 10 ways I'm going to show you how to bring in new customers. So we want to make sure that your Facebook page is all set up looking absolutely awesome, easy for your customers to find you and easy for them to make contact with you and to be able to do business. So as you know, there's already over 2 billion active users on Facebook. So you really need to tap in and make sure that you're getting your stuff out there in front of the right people. With that amount of people on Facebook, that your target market is going to be on there. So you definitely need to take advantage of that. So if you don't already have a Facebook business page set up, definitely absolutely get involved and get one set up. And if you don't know how, I definitely have just a really quick training on how to do that. So if you pop over to my YouTube channel and search that, you're going to find how to set up your Facebook business page. So nice and simple. So we're going to talk today about what you need on your Facebook page and how you can make it look attractive to your customers, and they'll want to know more about you and investigate you. So we're going to have a look at a few things, but to start with, we're going to have a look at your profile picture. So you want your profile picture to be something that is recognizable to your customers. So a logo is one of the main ways that you can actually get your presence out there and your reputation and your brand. So a logo, I'm just going to pop over to my Facebook page and show you what mine looks like. And it is just my logo. So this is my studio page. So as you can see, I've just got in my logo, in my profile picture here is just my logo, and it does have my address on, but you don't really need to have your address there. You can just have the logo. It's recognizable to anyone, so if you do start posting, that logo is going to flash up and people are instantly going to recognize you. If you are on your own, you can always have a shot of you on your own. So if you're, on the pole, you can just have a picture of you stood next to the pole or doing a pose on the pole, and people are going to recognize you that way because you are just one person in your business. Alternatively, you can have like a group shot. So if you do have a lot of your team members, it'd be really nice to get them all together, because then you can actually, when you do talk about your instructors or your team, you'll be able to show a picture of them. So that's always quite nice as well. I mean, I do have a team of instructors, but I do prefer to have my logo on there. So it's totally a personal preference. So it also makes sure that it's clear. Having it a bit crowded or having multiple photos all in one go just looks a bit tacky, and it's not very good. So definitely have something that's easy to see, easy to stand out, and is brand recognizable. So everything I do, I love purple, so my brand, everything I do has purple in it. So my logo is purple, as you can see. So it's my purple background with my white logo, so it makes it really nice and simple for people to recognize who I am. Right, so that's the first thing is get your profile picture so it's recognizable with your brand, with your logo. So the next thing you need to do is think about your cover photo. You can also do a video now, although I haven't really played around with the video as yet, but yeah, you can always have a little play with that and see how you get on with it. But the one thing you need your cover video or photo to do is actually be really clear on what your business is all about. Actually, what do you do? If it's too vague, people will probably question it or look elsewhere. So, and again, having consistency of your brand colors, you want to keep your brand going, it recognizable again for your customers throughout. Having your contact info easily displayed so they can see, and having a call to action, so a CTA on your page, is going to be vital for them to be able to contact you. So I'm just going to flick over to my page again, and you can have a look at mine. So this is my, I've only recently just updated this one actually. So this is my page. As you can see, I've got a clear action there, which is my Facebook, sorry, not my Facebook page, my website right at the bottom there. It tells them my address so they can actually find me, or they can Google search me on maps so they can exactly find where we are. And it's telling them that you'll come and have fun, you'll get fitter, and you'll increase your confidence with us. And obviously, well, that's one of my students there, Laura, who's on the pole, so it clearly shows that I teach pole fitness. So I hope that makes sense for you guys. One of the things that you can do is use something called Canva. I'm going to talk about Canva and show you a little bit more about that in not very long, so we'll come back to that. So I do create all my my logos, my cover photos, my contents for my posts, all on Canva, and they make it look, you can make it look really easy and professional, and they've got ones that you can already select and just add your own photos. So yeah, I'll show you that all in a minute. So yeah, so I created this one on Canva, and you can, on Canva it's brilliant because you can just put the exact size of Facebook requirements for your cover photos to make sure that it fits in there nice, so that when people go onto their Facebook page they'll be able to see it nice and clearly. Cool, so that is your cover picture. So making sure it's nice and clearly displayed. Call to action. So I just touched upon call to action, and it's basically making it easy for your customers to be able to contact you. So underneath your cover picture, you'll be able to have a little, basically a little, or what you call it, like a little tab that they can click. So they'll either message you, or it could be a book now button, or call me now. And oh sorry, can you see at the right hand side there, you've got edit the button on your page. So this is just something I've just screenshotted over to show you actually what you can put in there. So you can have this little button just under your cover photos so that it's easy for your customers to contact you. It could be that you just get in touch and just have a message button. And again, I'm just going to show you, I'm just going to go back to my Facebook page. And I'm just going to see if I can show this as a customer, view as a visitor. Cool, so as you can see, I've got a book now button. So if they click the book now button, it's going to bring up a select of services that I've already inputted. So they can book a free trial, one of our courses, etc., etc. If you don't want that, you can just send a message. A lot of the time they will just message us, but they, with the book now, if they just click free trial, they can still send us a message. So at least we know what they're talking about, so it's not that awkward conversation of trying to get a free trial for them. They've already suggested it by clicking on something that I've already put on there, which is one of my services, and they can book a free trial that way. So at least as soon as they message us, I know exactly what they're looking for. So that's quite cool. And again, that's something I've only just recently used, but it is actually quite useful to find out what people are after, especially if you do quite a few services. So it could be that you do private training or group pole lessons, or maybe you do aerial classes as well. So, and it's quite often you'll find that people will say, oh, what can you give me some more information on your classes? And it's like, well, what classes are you interested in? But that's a really great opportunity to have a conversation with that person. But if they already know, just clicking on one of the selected options they have there is going to make it easier for you to have that conversation because you already know what they're after. So hopefully that makes it a little bit easier for you to do as well. Obviously, they've got that book now, but if you can message me direct as well. And obviously I've still got my website right on my cover photos, so if they wanted to check out the website, they can as well. Awesome. Okay, so that is your cover photo, and that's your call to action. So making it super simple for them to be able to communicate with you is key. Excellent. Okay, so then we've gone on to your about section. So I'm just going to flick back again. So I'm just going to click out, so I'm just going to go back to how it views for us as the owner of our page. And if we just click the about section, I'm just going to go down a little bit so you can actually see. So as you can see, you can put in exactly where you are, so get directions, contact us on Facebook, and you've got our telephone number there so that they can call us anytime, you know, if they get stuck on finding us. So the about section is a really good, make sure that it's completely up to date all the time, because people want to know more about you and know where you are. They're going to go and click the about section. So having this updated is essential, particularly when it comes to opening hours as well. So if they change, make sure that it gets updated on here as well as your website. Yeah, so make sure it's all put in. you might want to put your parking details as well, because a lot of people, I find, want to know if they have to pay for parking or whether they've got free parking. You know, again, making it more simple for your customers to be less stressed, know exactly what's going to happen when they arrive. They're not going to stress about finding a parking space, or don't have any change for parking because they're going to be stressed before they come into your studio. So making it super easy so that they know what to expect. You can have your little story there. I haven't completed my story there, but I'm going to do it and see what happens and see what interest it gets, and go from there. Again, all your additional contact information, so they can just click and go straight onto the website. They can email you, and if you want to add anything else, this is such a good way to put all that information in, because that is where they're going to click to find where you are and know more about you. So make sure that is completely updated. So that is a nice, simple, straightforward one to do. Cool. Okay, so let's talk about the Canva I was talking about earlier, and this is about visual content, like your images and your videos, and making them really awesome and making them stand out is key. So having Canva is completely free to use. So I'm just going to open Canva up. I've not got it set up yet, so I will have that set up. So we'll have a little login. So it's really super simple. So I'm just going to quickly log in. I'll just log in with Facebook for a minute. Awesome. Okay, so then I'm just going to see if I can get this smaller for you so you can actually see. So as you'll start off with is create a design. So these down here, so down on the right hand side in the corner, are down at the bottom are the ones that I've designed. At the top there you've got create a design, so these are the ones that Canva already designed for you, and you can select. So for instance, can you see there you've got the Facebook cover? So if I just click Facebook cover, Canva is going to give you like a whole page or a left hand side there of ones that you can use for free. There are some ones that you can pay for, so as you can see if you hover over them it's got like that dollar sign, so those are the ones you have to pay for, but they're the ones that have got like free. You can just basically pull them over. So it's super easy. So say for instance we want this one here, I'm just going to hold it, I'm going to drag it over, and then it's there for you, and you can change and do what you like. So it could be that, right, because I have purple, I'm just going to change that bit to purple. So you just click the colour and you change it to purple, and if you've got a specific colour code that you use, click the plus one and you've got the colour code there, so you can just delete that and put, paste in your colour code to make sure all your brand is matching, which is really cool. So again, you could put here Pole Fitness, and then we can put classes here, and then you can have an image. You can also search for images as well. So say you don't have any poll images, obviously it's much better to use your own images because it's real to you, and it shows people exactly what they're going to get. But if you don't, you can always just click and search. So if we just put in here Pole Fitness and search, again obviously you're going to get a lot that's not so much relevant, but if we maybe put pole dancing, here we go. So then you're going to get more images. You do have to pay for these images, but they cost like so little to use. It's definitely worth doing because they look really, really professional, and you can just put them over and create your own awesome image to use for whether it's a advert, for whether it's your logo, or your profile picture, or if you want to use it for your cover picture, which is what we're doing now. So you can just select one that suits you. So let's have a look. So we basically want a longish one to fit on our cover page ideally. So I'm just going to have a little gander down here. So as you can see, there is absolutely loads. That's all related to pole fitness, which is fabulous. So if you don't actually have anything at the moment, this is such a good tool. So say for instance we're going to use this one. I'm just going to take that to the cover, and there you go. So you can obviously play around with this as well, bring it down, open it up, wherever you want to go with it. to make it fit for you. It does say Canva on the back. Don't worry, as soon as you've purchased it, because it's one that you have to pay for, that will go. So once that is all set up, so I'm just going to move it over again so you can see a little bit better. So once that is all set up and you're happy with the final design, you can just click download. So if I just go to the top here so you can actually see, if I go down, if it's going to allow me. Don't know if it will. Oh, there we go. Cool. So as you can see, right, so if I'm really happy with that one, so it looks really cool, it stands out, you can just click download and you can select whichever file that you want to use, whatever type of file, and then just click the download button and it's going to prepare it in download for you. So as you can see, you have to pay for it. You can obviously, if you're just going to pay for it, you can just use it once, pay for it once, or if you're going to use it all the time, you need to be paying like the special offer. Let's have a look. Licensing, yeah, so just make sure that you are selecting the right one for you. So if you're using it all the time, you're going to have to select the right payment option to make sure that you it's all clear for you. So hopefully that makes sense, super easy to do, and yeah, it looks a lot more professional than not having much there or just having writing over it. So have a little play. Obviously this girl that I picked wasn't black and white, so I wonder if I can change the image. Let's have a look, filter. So let's go to normal. So if you want it normal as well, you can just have a little play. I do have an extra training on a little bit of Canva if you want to know a little bit more. It's such a great tool to use for absolutely everything. So make sure that you definitely, if you don't already, use Canva to create your everything. So all your posts, all your, particularly when it comes to your adverts, make them look professional, make them look absolutely awesome that people can't resist you. So that is that basically. So that's a little bit on Canva, but it's totally worth using. So I'm just going to pull this back up again. Awesome. So yeah, I use to create my profile picture, cover picture, content images, all your adverts, etc. And it's completely free to use, so it's absolutely perfect. So another thing I want us to talk about is actually how to determine when to post. This is really actually essential to build your business and actually attract the right people. If you're not posting at the right time, your your target market, the people that you want in your business is not going to see it. And if they're not going to see it, then you're not going to grow. So let's make sure that you know how to do that. So we're just going to go back to Facebook. And then what you want to do on your Facebook page, if I just click home a minute, oh, I think we want to go, hang on, switch back to your view, if it's going to allow me. So yeah, here we go. So once you are back into your Facebook page, what you want to do is you're going to click Insights. Once you've clicked Insights, what you want to do is you're going to click, I believe it's Posts, yes. If you click post, if you've had your Facebook page for a little while, it's going to give you some indication of when people are on your page or going to likely interact with you into your posts. So as you can see, so if you go through here, it just goes up hourly. And you can basically, see when most people are on your page or on being active. Most of your customers are active on Facebook. So as you can see, here is my highest point, which is at 8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock is when I really want to post. So from 6 o'clock to 9 is when most of my clients are on Facebook. So that is when I want to post. It's not too bad. As you can see, there is a steady amount of people online throughout the day, but I'm going to get more engagement with trying to post at the times when most people are on. So between 6 and 9 p.m. is when all my students are on, and that is when ideally I want to post. So if you look at the same details for yours, you may find it's very similar to mine. If you've got the similar business, if not, it's going to be slightly different. If you're completely new as well, you might not have this information yet, so just see how you go. Post when you think they're on, and then you can have a look to see as the week goes on, this should come up for you and you'll be able to select the dates that you want to post. So as you can see, I know that I need to be posting between 6 and 9, so I do. Now, the best way you can use that information is to schedule your posts, because if that's your busy period, that's probably when you're most busy in your work as well. So between 6 and 9 is when we have most of our classes in the evenings, and so if I'm already teaching, I'm not going to be as active on Facebook because I'm teaching. So you want to make the most of that and schedule your posts, and that is super, super easy to do. So if I just go to the page again, so we just go back to your main page on your Facebook page, and you want to click a post. So for example, I'm just going to go, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. So if I want to schedule this, you can just click the drop down, schedule, select the time. I'm just going to move this up a little bit so you can see. And then from here you just want to select the date that you want, so choose whenever you want, so it could be right on Monday or Tuesday, whenever it is, Christmas Day. You're going to select at what time, so it could be, right, I know that most people are active in the evening, so I'm going to choose 7 p.m. and then that's it. You just basically go into schedule your post. So once that's there, you just click schedule. I'm not going to do that, obviously. And then it'll, on that day, on that time, that post is going to post onto your Facebook page without you having to worry about it or do anything manually. So it's a brilliant tool, and it's totally one that I would definitely take advantage of, because you can get your interaction with your clients out there even at your busiest times, which is what you want, because that is when your target market client are on your Facebook page. You want to take advantage of that. If you want your business to grow and you want people to contact you, you can have that set up. Now, something extra that I wanted to just talk about, actually, because it's just popped in my head, is, like I said, exit that one. Like I said, you want to take advantage of when your clients are online, but if you're busy and you're not going to be able to chat to them, you might just want to set up a tool that just tells them that you're going to get back to them as soon as possible, because if they're expecting you online and then you're not responding to them, it can be a bit frustrating because they don't know when you're going to get back to them either. So I just wanted to quickly show, so I believe it's settings, if I remember rightly. So let's bring it up. Yeah, and then what we want to do is you're going to click Messenger. Is it Messenger? Oh no, messaging. I think it is messaging. Yeah, cool. So click the messaging tab and then have a little look. You can select what works for you. So at the moment, I've got mine set so that I have like an instant reply. So if, for instance, that I'm busy, so anyone that messages get an instant reply from me. So if I just click on this one, so if I just click change, at the moment it's going to come up with this. So if they have a question, it's going to come up with who the person is. So it automatically tells them or says their name in the post, which is brilliant because it's making it more personal to them. And I've just put, yeah, thanks for messaging us. I want them to know this is an automatic response because I don't want them to think that I've responded to them but not answered their question. So that's what I've written. This is an automatic response, and to let you know, I'll get back to you as soon as possible within 24 hours. Okay, so that just gives them some sort of timeline to expect a reply. So that makes it nice and simple. It's a good communication tool with your customers or with your potential customers to ensure that they're happy and know what to expect for you without them just hanging about and not knowing if you are going to get back to them or not. So it's totally something I would do if I were you. It's definitely been really helpful to us. So yeah, definitely I just wanted to quickly share that with you, but do have a little play around with some of the responses as well. You can also turn off your messaging at the time and say that you are going to be shut at a certain period and then you'll be back on at a certain time. You can do that as well. So hopefully that helps. So I'm just going to go back to make sure I have covered everything. Yeah, so schedule your posts. It has been brilliant for posting at certain times. Make sure you've got your messenger set to say that when you are going to be responding, and you'll get back to them as soon as possible. And yeah, so that is my fourth way, and I'm hoping that helps you to attract new clients to your business. If you've got it making it easy and simple for them to communicate with you, it's going to be such an invaluable, Facebook's going to be such an invaluable tool for you to actually attract your customers, and you'll find that you'll get so much more interaction, you'll get so many more messages. I know I did once I started this up. like I just get messages all the time, every day now, and so it sort of really changed my business and my business growth when I made sure that I had the right stuff out there, made it look freaking awesome. And yeah, so go for it, guys. If you've got any questions, just shout. And if you want some more tips, make sure you check out my Facebook. It's my free little Facebook group. It's called Fully Booked, and we'll have some more info on there. And if you've got any questions, stick them in there as well, and we'll help you out as a team in there. So awesome, guys. I will see you very soon, and I'll see you for the next one. So the 5th out of my 10 ways of attracting new people to your business. All right then, guys. See you later. Bye.